analysis and hereditary. The presentation will be conducted by my friend Imadewi Dayani. She will explain the structure of the analysis text.
Okay, now I will present about the generic structure analysis text analytic entitled The Importance of Education for the Future. General structure analytical text is thesis, arguments, and conclusion. And thesis of the this text is, in this day and age, education is very important to support a better future. But in fact, there are still many children of the nation who cannot get a proper education. Many children are already working because of economy limitation. While we know that these children are the ones who will continue this nation in the future. And what will happen to our nation if the future generation do not get the education they deserve? Okay, next I will explain the arguments of this text. The argument of the text is, education is not only limited to school formal, but education outside for school informal is also needed, such as courses, tutoring, and so on. Parents must take a big part in this, such as knowing what interests the talents their children have. Most parents will provide educational lessons on things or lessons that are not mastered by their children. Even though they're thirsty for parents to appreciate the value of lessons that are always good because they may be the child's interest. Okay, the next argument. Education in Indonesia still needs to be improved so that it will be better in the future. Because with good education, it is able to change this country for the better too. In real life, there are those who do not get enough education but can be successful. But it would be nice if their success is supported by good education too. In order to optimize the success that has been obtained. In real life, there are people who do not get an education who can success, but it only happens 1 in 1,000. It would be nice if all citizens of this country can get an education that is suitable for their future, such as in developed countries where education and human resources and governance. Okay, next, if Indonesia can fix problems in the world of education, it is not impossible that Indonesia can be better and can be aligned with the developed countries, especially in the field of education, and be able to create better human resources, and this will make the lives of the Indonesian people more powerful. Okay, next I will explain the reiteration of this text. The reiteration of the text is, education is very important to support the future, especially in today's era. Science and technology are increasing developing the science. If we do not study science and technology, then it will be difficult to get the job we want, because almost all jobs require it. Well, that's all about my presentation. The next material will be continued by my friends.
The word social distancing is familiar to our ears because it is often called social distancing is a very important for us. According to the means of social pandemic is occurring. To save a space between yourself and people who are not from your house, the government organ us to the social distancing in the midst of the pandemic to impede or break the chain of the spread of the coronavirus. Many of our companies and schools are closed, and people are working and studying at home. Even influencing a large number of people are also public tests are the ways to prevent us from the export of the virus. Some might argue that as long as we wash our hands and wear masks, it is okay to go outside or even go on vacation. However, social distancing can help us in combating coronavirus. CDC also says that social distancing helps limit opportunities to come in contact with contaminated surface and infected people outside the home. This can remind us that social distancing is not a trivial thing which people can ignore. Finally, we must always keep a distance whenever we go outside to do something urgent. Always wear masks and keep a distance with people. We should avoid attending any event that involves many people, and most importantly, stay at home. This is the presentation of our group. If there is a word error, we apologize. Thank you for watching our video. See you next time.